Hello, everybody. We're doing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. We're doing the second case on the second game. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout, Part 2-2 Trial. I don't know if this is going to be like a 2-day case, if we're going to be done with the trial right after this, but let's keep going. Because we already did the 1-2 trial, and now we're doing the second part of the trial on the same day. This is still day 2. June 21st, 11:37 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Whew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it all your to defend me. Yeah, so Maya is our defendant this time. She's a medium, and she was channeling the spirit of a dead person that would issue a confession or whatever. But my suspicion is that the spirit that she was trying to channel is the one who actually killed our previous client who is now dead. It's confusing. This game is confusing. But I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. Oh, here we go. We love Pearl. She's so cute.
But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Thanks. Wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right?
By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Yeah, so the witness that we had so far was Gumshoe. Because he was the one who was investigating something. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Oh, lovely. That is where her sister is then.
Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia?
Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She looks so disappointed. June 21st, 11:43 a.m. Oh yeah, we have Von Karma's successor, another Von Karma. And she is from Germany. And she has the worst German accent ever. Scheiße. I don't want to hear it, old man. After I called my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. It's Lotta Hart. She was in the first game. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix. How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza! Name and occupation. Name and occupation. I know how to do a German accent. No, I do not. I declare. What in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. No, it's not, Judge. Oh my god, he is the worst judge ever. I hate this guy. Take control of your courtroom. No violence by whip allowed. Jesus Christ. That's fine? That ain't fine. That's a whip. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of our murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. I don't like her. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, please, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Is that what you want, Judge? A one big happy family? Just happily whipping each other?
Are you sure about that?
The witness's account. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, then bang, we hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke down the door, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant, waving a pistol round. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. There's no one else in the room.
Are you sure about that?
And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for, you reckon? Of course I did. Doesn't look like a car. Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. That is a little concerning, isn't it? It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. A picture taken at the murder scene. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Witness's account. Here we go. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. Let's look at this picture that we just got a little bit more, shall we? So we can see a dead person. She's holding a gun. And she has things on her right wrist. So we're just gonna make sure that this picture isn't mirrored or anything, right? Appears to be wearing socks. I guess you take your shoes off when you go inside a building. That seems to be a normal thing. So she was standing up when this picture was taken. It's pretty damning evidence though, isn't it? But we can't see her face though, can we? All we can see is the hair in the back. So I'm no gun expert, but what does it look like when the safety's on? So I'm also trying to look like in the back of the room. Is there anything weird going on? There's nothing necessarily that stands out. Alright. So we took a look at it. How about if we go ahead and press? Oh, it looks like I'm missing two things up there, so that's lovely. Let's go ahead and save over this. So now we're just here. Only the doc and the defendant went into the challenge chamber. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbing about? You were there, too, were you not? Why don't you answer the question yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes. Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you, witness? Continue. We were waiting outside the door, then bang, we hear this gunshot. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix White? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. Shut up, dude! And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now, this is where the story heats up. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke down the door? She's talking about you, dumbass. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix White, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes. I broke down the door, sorry. But the thing is right. Wouldn't it take a little more effort to break down the door? Maybe the lock just wasn't actually locked? Like, we haven't used the key yet. That's gotta be something, right? Why does this feel like an inquisition?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition!
No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And? What did you see once you broke in? Inside was a dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Are you sure it was a defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Lotta, please, think back to the day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Click. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see. Order! Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix White. Fitness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people enters the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats. And I'm trapped like one, again. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. That old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was a very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? That's what I was thinking. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Wreck given. Huh? What in the... Wreck given. You know, you reckon? That's a given. took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no anyone hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Rec given. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. Can you speak a little bit less southern, please? Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Just as I thought, there was nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Chanogwe, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I gonna do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one more move, I'm going to have the judge against me. We're gonna have to save. You never know. Is there anything I could present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? Let's take a look at our own evidence. Can't present anything yet. That does look like her though. But the thing is, right, wasn't she supposed to be on the other side of the room? According to the testimony we've heard so far. Should we compare it to the gun that we have here? Is this the same gun? It's probably the same gun. It should be the same gun, right? Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. So it certainly looks like the same gun. I don't know what I can present yet, so I'm looking. Anything to prove that would prove it's not Maya in that photo. I'm not sure. Nothing is really sticking out to me so far. I don't have anything that's like definitively. I'm gonna say I can't present anything yet and see what happens. Because I don't have anything I can 100% link to this. Alright. Let's just say we can't present anything yet. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. We just don't have anything to present yet, that's all. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Ms. Von Karma, do you have any further questions for the witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. The defense. I knew it. I was like, there's no way it's the end. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia. Mia's here. Wait, hold on. Who's next to me? All of a sudden, Pearl standing next to me has the body of a fully grown woman. Fully grown in all aspects, I gotta say. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? Mia, what the hell are you doing here and why are you channeling into the body of an 8-year-old? I don't like that. You? But Pearls! Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! Click! I was murdered. What? Click. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Is no one else in the courtroom taking any acknowledgement to the fact that an 8-year-old girl suddenly turned into a fully grown dead woman? Is no one questioning that? She's in the courtroom, standing right next to me. They can all see me. They can all see her. Why is no one giving a shit? Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore... It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. Oh, she's gonna know defeat today, that's for sure. She's not gonna get very far. With that attitude. It's not even the strangest thing that happens in Phoenix, right? Oh, I'm sure. We went through the first game already, and now we're in the second game of the trilogy. I'm sure there's gonna be more crazy stuff that happens. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what is a better time than this for you to see that? It sounds more French than anything. But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. I don't like this judge. He needs to take control of his own courtroom. He has no backbone. It's nuts. Also, why is he allowing her to literally whip people in public? I don't like this judge. Not one bit. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry up and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Yeah, she didn't really talk about it that much, did she? Okay, you got it. And there's Mia. We miss Mia, but it's very strange to see her wearing Pearl's clothes. It's very odd, and I don't know if I like it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? No, I didn't get through. It's Von Karma. She's being a dickwad. I don't care if she doesn't have a dick. She's being a dickwad. Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Exactly. Witness's account, part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. So you took a picture of Maya, did you? Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Absolutely. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, Amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Fight. I'm waiting. Here we go, cross-examination. Always gotta save at the start of one of these sections. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. Was it Maya, though? So what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person? She may have seemed like a different person. However, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Did we though? Yes, that is true. No, it's not true. We didn't make that clear. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. Eh? Well, I reckon that's possible. If the body was inside that room, was that not of Dr. Gray? Then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Fight? Is my German accent getting better? I swear. I swear. What if... Well, what if that was Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe... Ow! Foolish fool of spouting foolish foolishness. Just as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, that would mean that Maya Fey is, in fact, dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Sorry, Maya. Are y'all done here? Can I continue? Lotta is not taking any of this crap, I gotta say. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. Ghosts? And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer. Yeah, what's up with that? Are you sure that you're in the right light? Are you sure that you want to be a paranormal photographer if you're scared of ghosts?
Are you sure about that?
That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. So she wants to be a paparazzo. Alright. She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers. Wow. Mr. Phoenix Fight. Would it kill you to stay on topic for a change? Well, would it, Mr. Wright? Oh, Jesus. Nice. Tag teamed in stereo. Because I should be grateful it's not 5.1. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Take a shot with your camera or with a gun? Two, right? Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture that you have been withholding? I'm sorry, I just looked at the full courtroom scene, and there's very clearly a very busty woman now standing right next to Phoenix Wright. That was the most prominent feature that I noticed. No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma. Yep, there she is. Ms. Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Exactly. Lotta, why are we going through this again? Wizzy, hello! How you doing? Stop hiding evidence, Lotta. Well, Lotta isn't hiding the evidence, it's the prosecution that's doing it. We gotta confront her about it. You think she can get away with her German antics? Hello, wie geht's? Wie geht's, Miss White? Phoenix White? I know a little bit German. Just a little bit. Your Honor, the defense asks that the prosecutor, Von Karma, be held in contempt of court. Well, yes. Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? We get to see Mia again. It's very weird to see Mia wearing a little girl's clothes, though. Clearly, she doesn't quite fit into a little girl's outfit. I'm so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. Sure, let's go with that. Not to mention unethical, hiding evidence is illegal. Yeah, exactly. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same. So why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble that it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see that badly, I'll submit it. A picture taken at the murder scene. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's not Mia. That's not Maya. That's totally not Maya. Look. Look at these freaking eyes. Look at these eyes. That is clearly not Maya. Also the boobs. Clearly not Maya. Stop breaking the law, asshole. Present our law badge. Exactly. You got a good picture of her. Yeah, those eyes. We are an attorney. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. There we go. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took of that day at the crime scene. At the scene of the crime. Yes, those eyes. It's the eyes that are different. We gotta look at these eyes one more time, okay? We just gotta confirm that there's something weird going on with the eyes. Do you see the eyes? Are you taking a good look at those eyes? Look at those eyes. Do you see those eyes? Are you taking a good look at those eyes? Does that look like Maya to you? But it's a little off center. But that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
She's got huge tracts of land.
Exactly, Chemo. Enhance! Oh, do we need to enhance it? You didn't get a good look at her eyes? We'll do it again. Hold on. Let's take another look at those eyes, okay? We gotta take a look at her eyes, okay? We gotta look at her eyes. I'm trying to make the picture bigger. Okay, we see those eyes? Are you seeing those eyes? Oh, I gotta get the picture centered again. There we go. Did you see? Do you see those eyes? I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. Thank you, Judge. Actually showing some competency for once. My goodness. That's not Maya. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I insist that this picture is not Maya? Insist it's not Maya. Exactly. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the picture in this picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body. Her whole body. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Or, you know, when a medium is channeling someone's spirit, their physical form changes to the person they're channeling. You know, that. Maybe that. That's not how it works. Neviglink, also hello!
Hello there.
How you doing, Neviglink? Good to see ya. Order. Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling. I think you had better continue to vary, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the Detention Center's visitors room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. This is the worst German accent. I'm so sorry, everyone. It's unbelievable that she can... Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word, if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely, you must know that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. She's trying to play some mind games. She's like, oh no, it's not evidence. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be used as evidence or not. The fact that this picture exists and it's illegal to take that picture, that's committing a crime, girl. Also, she's like, you see this? You see how the form changes? Yeah, exactly, right? But I never intended to submit as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. But you showed it to the court, and it's an illegal picture anyway. I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, but I still cannot believe it. Are you saying... Hi! So cute! We have to take a cat break. It's cat break time. It's time for a cat break. Everyone loves cats. Everyone loves cats. Look at this kitty. She's cute. She's so cute. Look at her. Look at this adorable little face. Doesn't she have the most adorable little face? I freaking love her. Are you saying that this person is the defendant Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove the person in the question is not Maya? Oh boy. This is where we're at now. I can prove it.
Is that Mia faces?
Your Honor. Oh? The fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you've spotted the problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange? These are not Maya's boobs. Her face is very sus. Please direct your attention here to her face. With your own two eyes, you can clearly see that this face does not belong to Maya Fey. Objection! Fool! Do you even know what you're talking about anymore? Didn't we just finish discussing that her appearance changes during channeling? I know you ain't no dummy. There's a limit to everything. What? What are you talking about, bro? There's a limit to everything, that Mr. Wright, and that includes patience. I have a question. Nick, you're supposed to be... Oh my god. Even Maya's mad at me now. I have to focus. Was that Maya or was that Mia? What is going on? Why is everyone talking at a point where I can't read everything? I'm setting a highlight. I gotta go over that again. So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. So what's wrong? Oh, there's no bullet hole. No bullet hole. If the face wasn't gonna work, I was clearly gonna click this. Let's double
The
check
boobs,
something.
they are too big.
Please direct your attention here to the sleeve. But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. She's sweating! It's my favorite thing. Silence and sweat. Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence. You will most certainly be assigned a
Ketchup
penalty
is
for
everywhere.
this. Get wrecked, Von Karma. Ketchup is everywhere. Oh boy. Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Oh, she's got the condescending grin plastered all over her face again. tisk tisk. Jumping the gun again, I see, Joanna. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth. I know it. That woman knew everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Francisco von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Giovanna, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that this detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Why is there always ketchup at crime scenes? That's weird. It's not a good time to, like, have fries. You don't just have fries in your pockets at all times? Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by the strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. I'm saving. This picture is fake, the bullet hole was made later, or the shooter is someone else. Should we say the bullet hole was made later? So that's what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I was thinking before, a little bit. When I saw this picture, I was like, wait a minute, there's no bullet hole. Is there? Because why would the picture be faked? Just the thing is, like, why is the picture fake if Von Karma is trying to make sure this picture wasn't seen at all in the first place?
It is AI art.
But if we say the shooter is someone else, then we can pinpoint it to this person's face. Like, this is clearly Mimi. I'm gonna go with this. This is what my gut is telling me, but I'm thinking maybe this one because we have evidence with this as well. The bullet hole was made later. There's only one explanation for why there is no hole in the sleeve in this picture. The hole was created much later, after the murder took place. After the murder? Hey! Those 2 gunshots we heard were before we broke in. Or did ya forget? Is that how it went? The pistol fired only 2 shots. No more, no less. You do know how to count, right? I almost said, you know how to court, right? That's what I thought he said at first. Phoenix, what are you doing? Try it one more time. Yes, Chief. I'm not losing my point over that. I don't care. You think I care? Alright, shoot or someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? It's getting good. Order. If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Stop whipping everyone! She should not be allowed to have a whip. I would be like, get the hell out of my courtroom. I would never allow that. The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. Ah, what the heck? Is there any way to ask a gal for a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the only one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Okay, that was a threat. That was a legitimate threat on her life. Get her arrested. You gotta arrest her on karma. You cannot just casually throw out threats like that. I would never allow that in my courtroom. Look, sis, you're looking mad scary, so why don't we say you... Well, I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where did the dependent vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Threatening the witness? Yeah, exactly. Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? Mood, Phoenix, mood. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look up this different situation from a different angle. Let's see, what if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... something I can't explain yet. A third person had entered it. And that's the thing, right? If a medium is channeling, the medium themselves is not going to have any memory of what goes on during the channeling. They cease to exist for that moment in time. So if there was a third person in the room who I'm thinking is probably her, but then again, maybe she was the one who was sleeping in that little, not tent, sleeping bag, that's the word. She was the one sleeping in that bag in the other room. Or was she? Edgeworth did it? No! Please no! We don't want another Edgeworth on trial situation here. Something I can't explain yet. Boom. I'm sorry, but I simply can't... You see? And the reason is quite simple, because there is no explanation. That's why? As I thought. Another big waste of the court's time. Phoenix, you can't just give up like that. But Mia, rethink things one more time. There has to be an explanation. I'm already perfect, so of course my conclusions are also perfect. Alright, Phoenix, calm down. Let's try this one more time. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true... let's just say that there was a third person. It could have been the red-haired girl, who totally sounds like this, and sounds like she doesn't know what she's talking about. The boobs are the third person that entered the room. A third person entered. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. Was there someone hiding behind the screen? Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Do you think someone could be hiding behind that screen? The eyes are freaking me out though. Because there's nothing in here that definitively says. Because I'm trying to go over. Oh wait, the third person was the person we're channeling, obviously. Hold on. Let's see if this works. Please take a good look at this. Okay. I've already seen it. Thank you. And what is the purpose of this item? Don't you see, Your Honor? I don't think you actually see what you are doing. I think it is the court that should be sighing at you, Mr. Wright. What? Come on. Ouch, that stung. Proof that someone else entered the room. Slightly translucent, meeny miny. Is it the folding screen? Oh, the key, perhaps. A green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. Stabbed in the chest, then shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. 2 shots fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. If I present this key, I have yet to actually use it for something. Maya had left the room. Let's try all sorts of stuff. This probably isn't it. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point. And the defense can prove this. Oh? How a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. She really likes the word foolish, doesn't she? Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Proof that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. What else does this black key unlock? Is it just for the door? The thing is right. So, there were some people who witnessed those two go into the channeling room. Were they in that room the entire time until they heard gunshots? So no one left through that same door, right? No one left through the door? It had to be the key. She was the only one who had that key going into the room. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's a channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key is the only one of its kind after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she sweating? I don't see how this helps me. Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh. What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah! Well, ain't that a lit? Ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl who currently embodies the busty Mia, who's still dead, by the way. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! Unless there's a copy. It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. Von Karma. How can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think that you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Fight. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. Until now. Get wrecked. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wait, are we done for now? June 21st, 1:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis?
Yes, I felt I had no choice.
Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick. Did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick. I know you trained really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room.
And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room.
Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you.
I envy the two of you.
Oh, by the way, Nick. Do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls. Ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? A ticket?
Poor thing. So sheltered. To be continued. Looks like it's gonna be a longer case. But here we go. We have finished part 2 of episode 2 of game 2. So the next time that we play this game, we're going to start part 3, investigation. We're going to do some more investigating. We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yes, we are. I'll see you all next time for exactly that.